Upgrade. Upgrade. Oh, sweet. All right, so what's going on, guys? We're back. We're back at it again with some Clash of Clans. Yeah. I don't know. Let's just collect stuff. 7 gems. It has clearly been a very long time. We don't have enough for anything over here, so bye. Yeah, let's just finish clearing this stuff up. So, the goal for today was going to be taking on some single player. Woo woo! But that's why I made this incredible army. Wait, incredible army! Look at this, some giants, some goblins, wall breakers, balloons, wizards, dragons, minions, and hog riders. Some stuff we've never used before, but turns out when you use stuff in the single player, you don't get it back. I don't remember that happening, but now that I think about it, that makes total sense. Like you use wizards in the tutorial and you don't get them back. And it's supposed to teach you how to attack bases, and when you attack bases, you don't get those troops back either. Not really sure what I was thinking. But yeah. Okay, so Gold Rush is we can get 6,000 gold and 2,000 elixir. Really would take like 1 balloon. The balloon's just gonna take forever. So this is basically what you do here. You play it cheap because there's no time limit. You can just totally utilize that to your advantage. I'm sure there's all kinds of bombs and traps on the ground, and you know these cannons are waiting to blast your barbarians or whatever they think you're coming at. Look, there's even grave sites here of barbarians that have tried and failed on this base, but we just drop a balloon because we're smart and we wait forever. So anyways, my plan was to come at this and just, you know, just throw a bunch of stuff at it and not lose the troops and just blast through like 50 single player levels. But now that I know that you lose the troop, it's kind of like, meh, it's not really worth it. It takes a very long time in the, they may have revamped the single player because I know they added to it. But it takes a very long time for the bases to not be worth like 6,000 and 2,000. Like this is pretty bad. I mean, barbs and archers, I'm hitting bases with, you know, 200,000 each sometimes, you know, and this is 2,000. Total trash bin. Why would I waste my troops on this? You know, it does ramp up to like 300,000 and stuff, but it's like, meh. Is it even worth it? I don't know. So let me know in the comments if you want to see that. But today we are going to be doing the balloons taking a long time. So aren't I? We're going to be working on the what's the other practice? I think it's just called practice. It's not called anything fancy. So we're going to be working on the practice and hopefully running through all of those today. Well, all the ones that we can do. Yeah, practice. So we've already done the giant smash, but just for good reference, we'll do that one real quick. Let's do tutorial way. Oh, I didn't even do it the tutorial way. Shoot. Okay. Well, we've already done that one. Just kidding. We will giant, mortar, bam bam, wall breakers in, opening up the section of the wall, exactly the one that we needed, and now the giant's going for the mortar. All right, so just for peace of mind, we've done that one. Let's move on. All right, what's next? We have Town Hall 5 Balloon Parade. Very nice, oh, look! A tutorial for this one as well. So the only threat really is, well, there's a few threats. The main threat, I should say, is the air defense here. It's going to do a lot of damage. It's just going to fire away at the balloons one at a time. The other huge threat is the wizard tower, because the wizard tower will be able to hit clusters of balloons, which they will inevitably cluster up as they target only the defenses. So let's see what the tutorial is telling us to do here. Okay, yeah, so it's telling us to go in here. Wow. Air defense 2 shots the balloons. So what you want to do with balloons, instead of just dumping them, like all of them where the finger's telling you to do, what you actually want to do is, well, I don't really I don't really know whether they're telling us to go for the cannon. They're telling us to go for the cannon to go for the air defense, so I get that, but I would say the wizard tower is an even bigger threat. But anyways, what you want to do is you want to deploy in a line, so that, because the balloons are very powerful, they really don't need more than just a couple shots. So let's see how this works. Let's just try to like totally encompass the whole base. And see, all the defenses are going down pretty quickly. The wizard tower is doing the most damage because it's hitting most of the balloons. There must have been a bomb or something, because all of those ones are hit as well. And that's exactly why you don't want to clump them all together. Yeah, there was a bomb. There was one over here as well. And yeah, so that's what you want to do with balloons. You don't want to drop them all. Even people will go as far as to drop them specifically for certain targets. Like, we knew the wizard tower was here, so we could try to drop them here, 2 or 3 of them, to go in and take out that wizard tower specifically. Or with the archer towers that were here, we could drop 2 or 3 depending on the balloon level and the defense level, and that's called like surgically putting them, because you're counting very specifically how many you're sending in per defense. Now, you would probably send like 3 for an archer tower and probably only 2 for a cannon. That way the cannon still goes down with 1 bomb drop, and the balloons can move on to what they were doing, what they can seek for next. And also you would do 2 for a cannon, because the cannon is not going to be shooting them back, whereas the archer tower probably will take one out on the way in. So you still get that 2 bomb drop that will take them all out. But if you're just going for like a mass balloon, you want to swing around the base, and that way they have less chances of clumping up, less chances of being taken out by wizard towers, less chances of being taken out by air bombs, which the red air bombs are splash damage, so that's what took out the cluster of balloons for us. And the black ones do a lot more damage, and they only hit 1. So that's that. And that's kind of an intro to balloons. Town Hall 6, Meat Shield. So this is going to be showing us how to attack with giants. This is a pretty upgraded Town 6, actually. This might be a max Town Hall 6. And we're coming at it with 14 giants and 16 wizards. I would assume... Actually, I don't know what they're trying to do here. Oh, okay, they're just telling us to distract the defenses for the wall breakers. So we're going to do that. Bada boom. Giants can now get in, and now we can play the rest of the giants in a big cluster. And we need the heal spell because of the wizard tower. The wizard tower is doing splash damage here. Okay. 5. You'd never want to clump wizards like that. Okay, I see what they're trying to say here. I do. So I have not looked at these before. Doing this, coming into these levels, I guess. So it's interesting to look at the tutorial and see how the game is trying to demonstrate how you would do these attacks versus maybe the do's and don'ts of what they're saying, because they are doing a much better job with these than the single player. The single player is kind of like a joke, and so is the tutorial in the beginning. So yeah, this is obviously going to 3-star. I mean, it's a tutorial. Alright, so let's see. How would I attack this actually? I agree with attacking from this side, and the reason for that is if you can break open this compartment like they did in the tutorial, you're actually getting access to the cannon and the archer tower, versus this would just be the cannon, this would just be the archer tower, this would just be that, this would just be that. You would be getting it here, but the reason you wouldn't come up here is because the air defense isn't going to be hurting anything in this army, so it's kind of a wasted defense. So yeah, I agree with going for the cannon and the archer tower. Also, the clan castle doesn't have a flag, so 99% of the time you can assume that there's no clan troops, but it's worth checking. But let's assume that this is a dead base and that there's no clan troops. But if there were any kind of clan troops, I mean, even 10 barbarians would have a pretty nasty field day with your giants. But yeah, let's assume that there's none and that we don't have to check. The biggest threats to the giants are spring traps, wizard towers, because like the balloons, the giants are going to be grouping up on defenses and the wizard towers are going to be able to hit all of them at once, which is why we have the heal spells. And the mortars Oops. And the mortars are probably gonna be pretty, yeah. Mortars are gonna be able to hit the wizards. So anyways, aside from dropping the, aside from dropping that heal spell, let's see if we can beat it without it, I guess. I agree with doing what they said. You want to be able to break through, and the best way to do that is to first distract. Let's go in with the giants. And let's go in with the wall breakers. Mortar hits all of them. Absolutely fantastic. I didn't wait for the mortar shot. That's my bad. You want to wait for the mortar shot because it's delayed. Let's try that again. Oh my gosh. I agree with going here. Let's get the giant in. He's distracting. Let's get the wall breakers in. Hey, usually it only takes 2 wall breakers, but these ones are extra weak, so that's nice. Gonna get the giants in, and they're distracting. Wait for the mortar shot. There they are. Mortar shots are in, wall breakers come in as well, and now we can feather in the giants. I mean the what are they called? The wizards in behind, and they are going to be tanked for by the giants, and most of them are going to be cleaning up these outside buildings. You can do what they did in the tutorial and save a bunch for when those outside buildings are done. You can drop them and they will head into the base, and that's the idea, is you want most of them to head into the base. Obviously that didn't happen for me, but there is a giant bomb there, so yes. The mortar shots are taking some shots on the wizards, but they are absolutely going to be able to survive. Wizards take out that mortar, and the last main oh! 3 wizards go up in flames. Yeah, last defense really is the wizard tower. Now that that's done, wizards are going to be able to clean up that archer tower, and literally the last defense we have to worry about is that archer tower. So things that I would change from the tutorial would be, I mean, they had a good place to attack, and we didn't have to check for clan troops. That's all good. They showed how to break through the wall. I mean, they didn't say to wait for the mortar shots, but I mean, you had to, because you could only place the troops that they said when they said. I guess the biggest thing is the wizard placement. You don't want to, what they did was going on this side, and this side was fine, but you don't want to just clump them up because they're more susceptible to mortar shots and giant bombs and stuff like that. So you want to put just 2 or 3 on the sides, make sure that those buildings get cleaned up before you drop your main forces directly behind your giants. And again, so you really want to go on a line, so that, because the wizards do a lot of damage, and they're going to be able to take out the buildings and defenses and stuff with just a few of them. So you want them to be able to target a lot of things at once. And we're already at Town Hall 7. That's crazy. All right, yes, 200,000. Holy crap, we are already getting going here. Wait, what did that say about the air sweeper? Destroy one of the air defenses with the lightning spell. Yes. So the idea behind this comp is to use all 3 air lightnings onto one of the air defenses here, like they're saying, and that will completely take it out, which is awesome. And I guess they must have said to avoid the air sweeper, because dragons are really slow. They do a lot of damage, but the air sweeper is really good at keeping them back. All right, so I'm pretty good with dragons. Hoping not to jinx myself. So where would I attack from on this base? You don't want to go into the air sweeper, so basically this side is off limits anyways. There are 3 air defenses. One of them will be taken out. You want to be getting to the air defenses as fast as possible. There are a lot of archer towers over here. There's also a wizard tower here. Yeah, I think I would attack from this side. I actually didn't check to see which side the I guess the it doesn't really matter, I guess. I don't like all these archer towers back here. It makes me want to attack from that side, but you want to go into the air defenses. So even if we took out this one, we would be coming in from this side here. And if we took out this one, we would be coming in from this side here, if that makes sense. And heck, let's the reason I'm thinking about going for this one is because we can definitely take out that archer tower. Let's see if we can here, actually. So I'm going to drop in between, which is doing less damage to... Okay, yeah, we totally did. It did less damage where like if we dropped the spells directly on top of the air defense, it would have done more damage directly over it. But because we put them right in the middle, the air defense and the archer tower both took side damage, and it was enough to take them both out. So what you want to do is you want to do one on each side, and army camps are great for this. So that's another reason why this side would have been good, is because these army camps help create the best funnel for the rest of the dragons. So you want to put one on the one side, one on the other side, and as you can see, all these buildings over here are dead. So where are the dragons going to go? They're going to go into the base instead of circling around it. The worst thing is the worst thing with dragons is when your dragons will circle the base, because you're not getting into it. You're obviously not getting the 2-star because that's where the town hall is, and it's just a nightmare, and it's so frustrating. This guy's circling the base. This is what you don't want for all your dragons, but it's not, because we funneled them properly. We took out one side, we took out the other side, and here they go on the inside. Now, because I was talking, I didn't get to say what I usually do with the king. The king is essentially useless. Well, you take out the other king. No, you don't. Dragon's just gonna blast him. What I usually do is drop him on the far side, either for cleanup or to mainly distract wizard towers or archer towers. He would have been great. He would have been able to take out, distract this archer tower here and this one that has already died from the dragons. Now the dragons are being shot by the archer tower, but it's not a big deal here. The level 2 dragons are more than enough, and the barbarian king's really just there for cleanup. Rage him up, get some health back, and get some barbarians on the field to also help clean up. Alright, I think there's another one for... Oh yeah, there's 2 more for Town Hall 7. Let's do the balloon one. Let's do the air attacks. Okay, so yeah, so it's saying try to approach the air sweeper from behind. And here it is again saying to drop all your balloons in one spot, you idiot. I don't really know why I'm saying that. This base is an anti-air base, and you can tell that because all of the air defenses are in the middle. The air sweeper's there, a wizard tower's even there, and everything's very well spaced away. Like they want your troops to surround the middle without going into it. So all the while, the middle is blasting your air troops. Now, balloons and minions. I'm gonna exit the tutorial. I just want to try it myself. Balloons and minions are the minions are just there to basically be the wizards of the giant wizard attack that we did. So the balloons are the giants and the minions are the cleanup crew. So what we want to do, and we also have rage spells, which is awesome. So what we want to do is we want to try to get to those air defenses as fast as possible. Also, I want to take out this wizard tower. So instead of attacking from this side like the game said, I'm going to attack from this side because I want to deal with that wizard tower as soon as possible. There's nothing really up here I have to worry about. On that side, yeah, but meh. So instead of doing the south, east and west side, I'm going to do the northeast and southeast side. So instead of doing the cluster, I'm going to do what I did before. I'm going to do a big line, continue the line down here. And now I'm going to put in the minions, all kinds, and I'm going to drop some rage spells. And the rage spells are there to help the balloons get into the core and speed them up. And the main thing is speed, right? The balloons do a ton of damage, and the rage spells are there to help them speed to their next target. And as you can see, the minions are here cleaning up. And the goal is to take out that last air defense, which we don't do. Okay, this is going to be rough. Because I don't think these minions are going to be able to do it. I'm going to try again here. I really want to not do what the tutorial wants me to do, and I want to still beat it. So I know it's possible. We can do this. I still think attacking from this side is best. There are traps in here, though, and that's really boinking me over. So something that I didn't try, but that I definitely should, is the king can distract for this archer tower and this wizard tower. And then I can put balloons in. Alright, just for kicks and giggles at this point. Let's see what the tutorial would have wanted. Drop the balloons, okay? Just hoard them in there, just like you said. They're all going for one defense. Oh my goodness, drop the rage spells. Drop the king, yes, to distract. I said that. Drop all the minions with the king. What about the wizard tower? It's not even down yet. We still have a rage spell as well. Oh. Rage the minions. Oh my gosh. Look at all the balloons still left. How? Rage the king. And yeah, it's cleanup from here. Wow. Yeah, I suck at this game. That is definitely a victory. Because the only thing left is this archer tower, and it's about to get decimated by these leftover balloons. Kaboom, kaboom. Yikes. It's still just barely, though. I'm just saying, it's still just barely. Wow, it's perfect. Great job. Thank you so much. Oh, shoot! They expect me to do it again. I have to do it again either way. Okay, so I think my problem is that I'm going for the mortars and the cannons when really, let's be honest, I really don't have to. Let's try surgically deploying the balloons. Let's get like 4 in there, like 4 in there. Let's get like 4 in there. Let's get the king down to distract these boys here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh god. Spam it. Just spam it. Get him in. Rage. Yes. Go to the middle. Yes. Another rage. Keep destroying everything. Yes! I am good at this game. Look how many balloons are still alive. And I have an extra rage. Yes. Let's go. Heck yeah. I showed you tutorial. So pinpointing the air targeting defenses, duh. Most of them were right on the outside anyways. A few balloons went in and took them out. Look at how many troops are left over. Oh my gosh, I feel so much better about myself. Thank you, Clash of Clans. Thank you. All the minions survived too. Not a one deceased minion. Just kidding. Count the ones on screen for me. Let me know in the comments if any of them died. Or don't do that because it's tedious and outside. But hey, look at all the troops. Absolutely perfect. Heck yeah. Stick it to them, boys.